Nugs, how did you become involved in the Iraq conflict?
Well, just being part of the Marine Corps at the time, you're going to be involved during when especially OIF. But I first went to Iraq. I went a couple of times before OIF Operation Enduring Freedom kicked off in 2003. I went in the late 90s and the early 2000s. We would go over. I went on the Nimitz in the as well as the Stennis, and we would basically set up shop in the Persian Gulf, and we would do Operation Southern Watch, is what it was called at the time, where we would patrol the no-fly zone in the south, and we'd spend 3 or 4 months doing that at a time. And there were really no hostilities back then, but we would still drop ordnance from time to time. Anytime Iraq would do something like fly south of the no-fly zone, they'd fly south and then just turn around and run back north. Things like that. We'd retaliate by dropping a bomb on usually communication nodes and stuff. Not any people involved. They were always unmanned, just assets that Iraq had down in the south, and we would just get rid of that just to show them what's up. Every now and then they'd move AAA pieces down south as well. They would never fire at us, but they would be there, and we would from time to time get rid of some of that stuff. But that was leading up to it. And then once the war in Iraq was kicking off, you know, because of our National Command Authority, we knew, and I think everybody in the world knew, that this was coming months prior. We left on deployment on the USS Constellation with VMFA 323. I believe it was November of 2002. And when we left, we pretty much knew what we were going to do. We didn't have a hard line in the sand that for sure we were going to go to war with Iraq, but we knew it was coming. We could read the tea leaves and the training we were doing leading up to it. We knew what was going to happen. But we went over there and we were in place in the Persian Gulf by early December of 2002. And the war didn't really kick off until March. So we were there for quite a while before it started, just waiting for it to happen. And then once I think our president at the time, George Bush, made an announcement on worldwide TV that he had given Saddam Hussein and his sons like 2 days to leave the country. We knew a week or two before that it was going to happen, and we were just waiting for the trigger moment to kick things off. So we were already planned up. We were ready to go. We had pretty much our target sets already set up. And the whole U.S. apparatus at that time, which is a whole different story, was starting to move into the area of operation as well, which it's going to happen once that's going.